Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy XIII 2 walkthrough. So we're still here in Sunleth, Waterscape. This is the 300 AF. And I don't know why I picked this route. This was not smart. Should have just taken the right path, because if you notice there, I haven't gone through that way yet, because it's still kind of grayed out on the map, but oh well. I'll just have to take a swing over there a little bit later. But anyways, we're kind of trying to trek back to, there was an artifact that I wasn't able to get to earlier because I didn't have the Moogle throw yet. So we'll take care of that right now, and if you can see here, there's a chest that I haven't grabbed yet, and whiff. Did I say chest again? I meant treasure sphere. Oh, actually this is an artifact. Or a fragment, I should say.
You got this.
Got it that time. Alright. Good deal. There is one more treasure on this trail. Oh, that was a wild artifact.
What a
Okay.
brave log.
Even better than the fragment. Where did that last? There it is. Down there. Oh, down. There it is.
Get away.
That was pretty easy to get. Alright. One shot. Alright, so those were the two that I didn't get with the Moogle throw on the initial pass through. So now you don't have to worry. I guess I've literally got all of the treasures that we could have got there. For a total of 5. Obviously the three from the tutorial, and then the other 2 that we just got now. Okay, we need to head down. Nope, not this way. Okay, I was trying to see if I could throw Mog from above, but I don't think I was able to. I actually had to go quite a ways down. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, might be able to snag it from here. Oh, it looks like the angle is really bad. Maybe though.
Over there, Mom.
Oh, nailed it! Alright, I thought I had to go way farther in there, but not the case. Alright, cool. So that saves a little bit of time. Extraordinary.
Yeah, good work. Mog, you're a mean
So now we can head back. I'm not sure which gate I'm going to open. I think I went to the one all the way back where I started at. The actual gate that we need to kind of progress the story, I think that's kind of accurate, is actually it's technically what, east of where we're at right now. But again, I'm gonna head this way. Trying to think exactly what this gate is going to open up. I think it's the Archive Step. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think that's the gate that we're gonna open. We'll see here in a minute. But if it is the Archive Step, that's just a great place. It's just like not just like the original Final Fantasy 13, but in Final Fantasy 13 the game was super linear until you got to the Archive Step, and that's where I would argue, or I would say that the game opens up a bit. You get a little bit more options as far as exploration, as well as you can kind of start the there was a what was it? Something with Felsi, or not Felsi. Gosh, no, I can't remember what they were called. Anyways, there was a bunch of like little side quests that you could do that were really cool. And it got you, you were able to, warp around and do a little more fun stuff than just walk from point A to point B, which was the extent of the exploration. Although the exploration was fairly non-existent up until that point. So, anyways, in this game, it's very similar. The game opens up to you, or there we go. I unlocked that spot. Oh, I didn't even need to take this. The map was already counted as explored, just walking up to that branch. Oh, of course I'll do a little fight here. Because why wouldn't I? But yeah, again, like I was saying, the Arkeld Steppe is a great place. So, I mean, in this game, it's a really good place to farm for materials. So I'm actually going to end up staying there for quite a while. I also get a couple of the really good monsters there. The blue chocobo comes to mind. And that's actually the Ravager that I'm going to spend a fair amount of time on. Get him tricked out. But alright, so we're going to activate this gate here, and actually I think this is a scene. Yeah, there's a little dialogue and cutscene here.
We have to do this. We can't afford to fail. If we don't find a way to defeat that Flan...
Hey, don't get too wound up now. People start to make mistakes when they stress out too much. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Okay, let's do this.
If you want to try, be my guest.
What do you mean?
For every road, there's a different gate. If you try to use a gate that's meant for someone else, well... See?
Does this mean Snow can't come with us?
Yep, he stays.
Guess I drew the short straw.
And don't you do anything foolish behind our backs, like trying to take on giant Flans single-handed.
Yeah, you behave yourself or else. You got it? I'm serious, Snow.
I'll be good. And back to business.
Actually like that. She's like, oh, behave yourself now, and then she leaves, and he's like, all right, back to business. And he did have a Felsi brand there, so that's, I don't know, kind of important. Kind of. Anyways, let's head to the Colosseum. So this is the actual Colosseum. And not the DLC version. Obviously, the DLC version has all of the fights, the DLC fights in it. So this version of the Colosseum, we're actually able to map it, as well as a couple of treasures that are here that I'll have to pick up. And I think we actually get I think it's a fragment. I don't know if it's a fragment or if it's an artifact here. But the chat or let's say it again. The treasure sphere right here has the map. It looks like we can't actually use it yet because it's a live event.
Travelers of the void beyond, what are you seeking in this blood-stained place of war?
Who said that?
That guy!
My domain exists outside the march of ages. It is unseen and unknown, beyond life and death. Until the day the bell of the goddess tolls, this realm welcomes not the living. Begone from here, you bring naught but calamity. My halls already play host to an omen of time-shattering misfortune.
An omen of misfortune. Something that doesn't belong here.
Okay then, we'll make you a deal.
Before I say, heed my
You want this omen gone from here, right? Give it to us, and we'll leave you and your realm in peace. What do you say to that?
Take it and leave this place. The day of reckoning has not yet come.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Kupo!
Job well done, I guess.
Yeah, and Snow will be waiting.
I hope he's still okay back there. But I bet he won't be waiting by the gate for us.
No, I suppose not. He's just like my sister. Always just charging ahead.
Charging ahead into an early grave. He acts like he's everyone's boss. Just marches ahead and never thinks how much danger he's putting himself in. Idiots like that. They're all the same. Their heads in the clouds, thinking self-sacrifice can somehow save everyone. But people die anyway.
Noel, I hope you don't get yourself killed.
Huh?
After all, you've risked your life a lot of times. To help me, I mean.
Why? But I can tell the difference between fantasy and reality. I'm not like Snow.
I didn't say you were.
He just took off and left you alone. He did what he wanted. Didn't care who he left behind, or who he hurt.
I understand why Snow made Noel so angry. Once upon a time, someone Noel loved left him behind. It hurt him almost more than he could bear. It still does. He didn't have to tell me. The pain on his face made it clearer than words ever could.
Okay, so
I
obviously
can't believe that worked.
Noel is I don't know if I would just say annoyed. I don't think that
Lucky he was
annoyed
open
is
to
a strong
reason.
enough emotion for how Noel feels towards Snow.
Return to the Sunlit Waterscape and help out Snow, Koopa.
Anyways, alright, so now that we've got the Moogle Throw, we can grab some of these treasure spheres floating around out here. I think there are, it's either 4 or 5. And they can be, well, kind of a pain in the butt. They're like that one, I just completely whiffed. So actually, there's a better way to try to grab these, and that's, I mean, yeah, you get into a really, just make sure you get as close as you can, and make sure you've got a good angle. And I mean, as long as the dots for the throw line up exactly with the sphere, you'll be just fine. But obviously, I did not do a very good job there. But anyway, so like I was saying, so apparently, well, Sarah even says that she's says something about how, Noel is angry because of the way Snow is. And, Noel does say something to the effect of, he left you without thinking or caring or whatever, and left you all alone. So, I don't know, obviously he's angry about it because, well, it sounds like that or Sarah suspects that is what happened to him, so someone left him in the same manner. I assume we find that out. I don't know if I'm going... I don't even want to take a stab at who it is, because I just don't remember anymore. Again, it's been way too long. And I don't really want to spoil anything, though, either. So... Alright.
Great.
That looks like that might be it. I didn't... I was too busy talking. And didn't catch how many treasure spheres were actually out there. I think it's 4, though. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of cruising around here thinking there might be something else, but I don't think that's the case. I think we just need to head back up here. I think, if I remember right, I already grabbed the map. Nope, I didn't. It's right here, so we gotta do that.
Koopa, Koopa, Koopa!
And then we will go back through this gate. There's the map. I thought there might be something back here, but I don't think there actually is. No. Let's be on our way. Okay. Now, if we need to go back to... Oh, I think I just did some random stuff now. I think we're supposed to go back to Sunleth. But I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Brescia Ruins. Like I was saying, actually, I think in the previous video, now that we've got the Moogle Throw, we're able to get to the southern area of Brescia Ruins. As well as, if I remember correctly here, I think this is where I finally turn in or find the other capsule for the, I think it's the captain here. And, yeah, so we'll finally get the reward for that. It's gonna have to be the last video of the night. Alright, so it says enlist the Moogle's help. Which I assume what they're referring to is the treasure sphere that can only be obtained by using the Moogle Throw. Now, this area right here is the one that I kept running by, and this is where the second capsule is at. So I'm gonna grab that.
Salvation lies in a merciful death.
I just tried to avoid a bunch of the battles here because I really didn't feel like they were worth the time anymore. In this area, anyway. That will change a bit once we get to the southern area through the jail cell. And here is our reward.
Yes, these are the capsules we lost. That's a load off. We should count our lucky stars they didn't make it to the black market. When we misplaced the substance, it set back our testing schedule. Now it looks like we have a chance to get back in the field. Thanks to you, we've avoided a lot of backlash. This isn't much, but please take it.
Okay. So, yeah, glad that the drugs didn't make it onto the black market. Anyways, some of these quests are just really goofy. Anything back here? Nope. Let's keep it moving, buddy. I feel like I did miss a treasure chest or something. Oh my gosh, I did it again. There it was! I just ran by it. I don't know if you noticed there on the right side of the screen there was a out of phase treasure sphere, which I just ran right by again. I was really focused on getting this treasure sphere in the center though, so I know I do end up grabbing that one that was out of phase, but yeah, look at that. It's even got it. It's lit up for us down there. I think you can even... No, I don't know. That little yellow thing is... I think that designates a chocobo shortcut or something like that. Yeah, I think I end up missing this a lot. And I'm kind of wondering if this is actually the best spot to try to get this. Or if it would have been smarter to go down... like, way down there. I guess we're gonna see. Yeah, I need to bank it way up higher. Still. Oh! I didn't even see where he went that time. Oh, I got it. Okay. Huh. Wow. Alright. I thought that took me a lot more tries than that, but I guess not. And this is a dead end. And there is nothing down here. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying earlier, I think that those little yellow circles designate spots that your chocobo can kind of like do special things. I think it's just a shortcut down to the bottom here, but I haven't tried it So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on that. All right, so I'm gonna actually head back in here to the. Looks like actually I gotta pick up a quest here. Yeah, this guy's got a quest for us. Oh, as well as there is something here. Yeah. This is a yeah, personal notes. So that's for a different quest. We'll get that a little bit later.
Oh, this is so messed up. Huh? What's with the size? Oh, I'm having some trouble with ID overlaps. You know how our communicators serve as personal IDs? Well, it seems like there's another guy out there using the same identification signature as me. When I checked my activity log on the database, it was obvious. It has me existing in 2 places at the same time. Someone else's ID is overlapping with mine. I want to know how this could have happened. You'll look into it for me. Hey, it's like I have my own private detectives. Imagine if you actually found another me walking around the ruins. How weird would that be? Nah, it's probably just a tech screw-up. Somewhere out there, there's another communicator with the same ID signature. The real problem is...
Okay, so this is kind of an interesting quest. Morris is looking for, or there's a problem with 2 identical ID badges or something like that. Unlock the door. So, you know, basically two of this ID badge thing, or one of them got duplicated, and obviously he's got the one that he's supposed to have, but there's another one from another time here, which I mean, the funny thing is we find the duplicate and give it to him, and who knows what he does with it. But that also does mean that someone else is missing one from a different time frame. So yeah, I guess it's not that important, but kind of interesting anyway. Alright, so got them yawns. But anyways, the area down here is actually where I think I spent a quite a bit of time farming. I didn't really have that much luck with the albino lobo, and yeah, I just wasn't running into them. Once I kind of figured out that you know, because like I had mentioned in one of the earlier videos, the albino lobos you'll always run into 2 of them at a time. And so if you want to get one for a monster, or if you want to get one as a monster, you can actually just defeat the first one, and then you'll have to, you know, pay careful attention. But if it turns into a crystal right then and there in battle, then you can just defeat the second one and you're good to go. If you don't see that it turns into a crystal, you can always roll the dice and hope that the second one does, or you can just retry the battle, which is, I mean, it's great. It's, I wish that you could do that with literally every monster, but you know, unfortunately, oftentimes monsters will be solo, so you don't always get that option. But you know, when you do, it can be a really cheap and great way to get monsters, and it's really, really good for the rare ones like this albino lobo. And again, just because running into them in the first place can be, you know, troublesome, and then on top of that, it doesn't you won't always get the monster crystal. So on top of the fact that the encounter rate is really low, you know, you could end up fighting a ton of them and just not get one. So that little trick is really handy.
You found a suspicious comm device? Let's see it. Here we go. This is the source of my headaches. It's emitting the exact same ID sig as my communicator. Wait a minute. These 2 devices look exactly the same. They even have the same scratches on the casing. What the hell? Is this what they mean when they talk about events that shouldn't be happening? There's a theory that the paradox effect ignores the boundaries of time. If that's true, then maybe a future me somehow wandered into the present and dropped my communicator, landing me in this mess. You know what? Let's not think about that. My problem is solved. I'll leave the mind-bending paradox theories to the experts in the Academy. Thank you for sorting this out.
Alright, so that's the Vita Lyrica fragment. Pretty easy. I mean, that was, you know, we do that in maybe a minute or two. If only all of the quests were that easy. But, alright, so let's head into here a little bit deeper. There's this far out. I didn't actually get this as a monster. I don't know how good it is. I don't even know, what role it is off the top of my head. But, I didn't end up capturing it anyway. I actually ran into quite a few of them. I just couldn't get it to crystallize, I guess. And they can actually be pretty nasty too. They do a lot of damage, especially when it's a feeding sweep, I think it's called. It can get pretty nasty. I think it can take like, I don't know, as of right now, probably like 75% of any of my character's health away. They actually have to do it one-shots the monsters that I have. It's able to do one-shots. It's like one feeding swoop will take down my monsters, so I should probably give you a... Oh, and it was about, so that was perfect timing. It was about to use feeding swoop when I staggered it. And that's kind of a neat thing. I mean, it's almost impossible to actually time it out, but even staggering an enemy will interrupt whatever ability they're using. So in that case, it worked out, obviously perfect. Oftentimes it's, it's really just luck that it times out like that. But anyways, alright, so let's head in here. I'm gonna head to the left first. That's going to be, what is it? I think that's the butterfly bow, I think it's called. Sarah, which is a really great bow. I think that's got the ATB charge rate of 25%, so basically it's the same thing as that DLC bow. I don't remember what the stats are though right off the top of my head, so yeah, I don't know how they actually compare to each other. I feel like the butterfly bow might actually even be better, because those DLC weapons have really, really low attack and magic. Alright, let's get this equipped. And I know I end up using this thing for a really long time. Yeah. Oh, it's attack ATB charge. Okay, so that's a little different. That's a different ability than I thought it was. So that's fairly self-explanatory. Whenever you attack, your ATB gauge actually charges. So great for a Ravager roll. Technically, that's even pretty good for a Commando. What other? I should say, I don't know if Null has a version of that. I feel like he probably does. They usually... I guess the weapons in this game, there's generally like pairs, and they usually have the same effect. So, I'm guessing Null has a weapon that's like that. We just haven't come across it quite yet, so... anyways, alright, what is down this hall? Is there anything down here? Yes. Unicorn. I don't even know what those do. Anyways, so this is actually the spot, kind of like right in here is where I like to try to farm for the albino lobos. And I will have some footage of me actually, I guess it's a post-battle, yeah, it's post-battle spoils, I guess you call it, me actually getting the albino lobos. I didn't want to take footage of me just getting in a random fight down here over and over until I got that. So what I did was, again, I cut all of the random battles as well as the battle itself until I actually got it. Anyways, alright, I am out of time, so as always, hope your guide was helpful. Join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
You know what they say?